what's it been like for you so far? Your first 6 practices or so at Ohio State.
It's been great so far. The people have been great, all the players. Everyone's really embraced me. It feels like home, and can't ask for a better place to be.
What was it that made you want to come here?
I think just the environment and just the people here. You know what I mean? The coaches, so much experience, and the players you get to play against every day. It's going to make you better. And guys like Jelani, he pushes me every day. So it's good to have people like that around here.
How exciting is it to go out there and line up on offense and see all the talent that you have around you out there?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, there's so much talent here. It's unbelievable. So that only makes everyone better, and it's fun to be out there with them.
A couple of weeks ago, Keenan talked about the fact that he didn't recruit you. You wanted to come here and visit all those things, that was up to you, but he wasn't going to recruit you because he was so focused on winning a national title. What was that kind of dynamic like? Were you a little taken back by that?
No. Keenan did a great job. We had a lot of phone calls, and he was a very real person, and he really struck home on the things I wanted to hear. So he did a great job in the whole recruiting process.
Did you grow up in Ohio State? You were from
I did not. So no, my dad he played at Boston College, so that's kind of who I rooted for growing up.
You were watching Boston College and Ryan Davis.
Yeah. I think I actually accidentally met him once. We went up for a game, and we were just on the field, and I think he was out there with his little kid at the time. Yeah.
For you personally, to come back, here in the state of Ohio where you played your high school football, what does that mean to you?
It's awesome. I mean, playing football in Ohio, there's nothing better. The high school football is amazing, and I just think it's the best. So it's been great.
Was that an appeal being
like to get around Kaz and been in the leadership group?
Yeah, those guys are awesome. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better group to come in with and really bond with. I mean, showing up and being with them every day makes it so much easier on me, so I love it.
What are the biggest differences you've seen from, being here versus being at Purdue?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still football, but there's differences. I mean, just within the day-to-day routines, there's differences, and the way they coach certain things, it's different. So but it's still football at the end of the day.
Has there been any level of adjustment playing with this level of quarterbacks?
Right. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just still football. So you just go out there, run routes, catch the ball, block people. So.
How do you feel like you can complement this offense, help this offense, just help this
Yeah, I'm just here to do whatever I can to make the team better. Whatever's asked for me, I'm gonna do it full speed and give it my all. So.
Your receiving production obviously stood out.
Yeah.
The last couple of years. What makes you good in that area? Good route runner. Where do you feel like you're able to sort of succeed as a pass catcher?
Right. Yeah. I think I just I have a good feel for the game when I'm running routes, and try to understand the whole play, the whole concept from a very deep level, and try to find those holes in the defense as well, and be on the same page with the quarterback.
Do you have a receiver background at all? Did you play?
No. So I actually played quarterback growing up until my junior year of high school. So that's kind of when I made the transition to tight end.
Why'd you switch?
There's just some things. It was a tight quarterback battle, and the coach knew I could play tight end, so I kind of wanted to do it too. It was something that I was interested in, so that's kind of how that came about.
You're coming from a place where 51 catches last year.
Right.
Tight end here ever had more than 40 catches.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had a lot of suitors. Why come to a place where that's not necessarily been the history in terms of production for tight ends?
Right, yeah, and I think Coach Key, he hit on all the things I wanted to hear, and some things I didn't want to hear, you know what I mean? And that's real as a coach, and you want to be in an environment that's going to push you in all aspects of the game. And being a tight end, it's not just about pass catching. You got to block, and I think that's something that I want to keep developing. And going against these guys every day, running routes and blocking these guys every day, it's going to make you better. So I think I have a vision of where I want to be as a tight end, and I think this place gives me the best opportunity to do that.
This is less about getting production and more about well-rounding yourself as a player.
Yeah, I think so. Just whatever way I can help the team, whatever they're asked for me to do, I'm going to do. So.
What didn't you want to hear from him?
What was that?
What did he say that you didn't like?
I liked everything, but you know how coaches they sometimes just tell you what you want to hear. You don't always want that. You want someone that's real, and he kept it real with me. He showed some things that I need to improve on, which I like to hear, but not everyone wants to hear. You know what I mean? So stuff like that.
Max, you're known as a really good route runner. Which of the defenders so far in spring practice has given you the most trouble?
Yeah, they're all great. There's so many of them. I think, honestly, I'm so locked in on the plays at the time that, like, I don't really have time to see who's even across from me. So it's kind of hard. It's hard to really think about who's giving me the most trouble at this moment.
Keenan was saying Caleb and Lathan kind of vouched for you or told him that you were a good player from the Purdue game. Have you had a chance to talk to Caleb or Lathan about that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, Lathan's awesome. Got to know him a little bit before he went off and started training. So he was awesome to be around, awesome to talk to, and same with Caleb. They're just great people.
Seemed like they were
great
in
people to talk to.
seemed like they were in your corner.
Yeah, they've been great so far.
How much did it
They're
help
awesome.
you just coming in here in January and having that opportunity to be with the team as they went on that national championship?
Right, yeah, it was great. I mean, just seeing the culture they have here and how they run things. They had that group of guys that really, led the way and showed me what it looks like to win here. So it was awesome.
All right, Max, thank you.
Appreciate